So tell me, like, let's get into the Mark 1 controversy.
I don't know if it's all started with, but it became popular because of a video that Focus Strip made. Focus Strip basically talked about how the Mark 1 that's available for civilians is not the same Mark 1 that actually got selected for the SOCOM contract, because the one that got selected for the SOCOM contract has it has an RMET 100 bolt carrier and an RMAD barrel, which is supposed to be like super alloy that's better at conducting heat and better durability and all this. And with the way everything was phrased and whatever, the thought process was SOCOM selected this rifle specifically because of this fancy barrel and fancy bolt carrier that it has. And then because of that video, he was basically talking about, like, you guys are asking this much money for this rifle and marketing it as the gun that won the contract. And like, that is a lot of the marketing behind it, is that it won the contract, and that's why it is as prolific as it is. And it's not even the gun that won the contract, and it doesn't have the thing that is the reason it won the contract. And then Mike, the CEO of, Nate is the CEO, the founder. Mike, the founder of Sons of Liberty Gunworks, came out and he said, no, the SOCOM, the RMET is for the high car contract, which is what I talked about last episode, because the Mark 1's also submitted for that, where they're trying to either push out 6 arc or some super, super hot 5.56, ridiculously high speeds. And for that, they need the extra barrel so it doesn't immediately get shot out. The one that got adopted for SOCOM is this same bolt carrier and the stainless barrel. So it seemed like the whole controversy was false, if you trust what Mike is saying, which I think he's got a lot to lose if he lies about what got selected for a contract. Because it's a SOCOM contract, it's not actually fully confirmed anywhere, as far as I'm aware, exactly what got adopted. But with all the marketing that went into it, a lot of people perceived it as being, it had the RMAD barrel and the RMET 100 bolt, and the civilian versions don't have that. Mike is going out saying, no, the SOCOM contract is this exact gun, just full auto, basically. So that was the whole controversy. So now, of course, with the way the internet works, everybody just takes something and runs with it. So now, like, every video you post with a Mark 1 in it has somebody in the comments going...
2 or 3 people.
Yeah, there's people in the comments being like, sucks that scam rifle doesn't share a single component in common with a contract rifle. Like, all right, hold on. Like, the controversy was about the barrel and the bolt carrier. Not a single component is a little far. But no, it turns out that it is the contract gun. It's just not the high car contract gun, which they never claimed it was. So Focus Strip is still upset because his whole thing is all the gun tubers and influencers that have made videos on it, Sons of Liberty displays on their homepage. Like, they have a banner of the Mark 1, and under the banner there's like 6 or 9 videos of people talking about it, and a lot of those people talk about RMAD barrels, RMET 100 bolt carriers and stuff like that. So
we never did, though.
We never did, no. We did assume that it was DevGru, and I'm pretty sure it was beforehand.
Oh, they took that video down because we said DevGru.
Yeah. When it first got adopted, I remember I was going out to do a video on it. I'm like, so this is the gun that got selected for SOCOM. And you're like, DevGru. I was like, do we know that it's DevGru? And you're like, I know it's DevGru.
I do. I did.
Like, say it's DevGru. And then I was like, are you sure? I can just say SOCOM. And you're like, no, say DevGru. And I said DevGru. And the reason we knew at the time it was DevGru is because because we had somebody who was having a drink next to the Noveski rep who was in his cups because Sons beat Noveski for the DevGru contract. That's how I knew. So basically, for the last couple weeks, the whole internet has been hating on the Mark 1 and Sons of Liberty in general because the perception was that they're selling you a rifle that is different than the one that got awarded for a contract and marketing it as the contract rifle. Turns out, it's not the case, but now the controversy is about the influencers that they highlight and put on their website and the things that they say, because there's like the GBRS guys talking about how the Mark 1 doesn't have any recoil. It's got negative recoil. It actually deletes recoil. And Sons reposts that, and it's just like, that's not true. It's a duty rifle. It's not a gaming gun. It doesn't delete recoil. So that's like the controversy is still going on, but in a much more minor scale. Now it's just more about like not even their own marketing, but the marketing that they promote and the claims that are made in that. But I can guarantee you, just like most internet things, this is going to be one of those myths that's believed for forever. Forever now, anytime you post anything with a Mark 1, there's still going to be people saying, oh, that gun doesn't share anything in common with the actual Mark 1. This is the scam one.
Yeah, who cares, though? Obviously, the internet cares and Focus Trip cares, but, I mean, who cares?
I don't think anybody really cares about the fact that they're getting a stainless barrel versus an Armad barrel. I think it's more about the whole thing of, like, people saw that as false advertising, even though it wasn't true.
So I know the Suns people, and I don't see them. And the one thing from, like, when Ben Stoger got his Mark 1, he went over how, when he talked to the Suns people, and the Suns people didn't say, hey, this has got the blah, blah, blah barrel and the blah, blah, blah bolt carrier, and fucking say this about it and say this about it and blah, 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 blah. Right? They didn't do that. They're just like, hey, dude, you want to fucking try this rifle? And he was like, all right, cool, man. And they didn't say fucking film videos. They didn't say, you know, they didn't give them a check sheet on exactly what to say or what not to say. They just said, here's the rifle. And then Ben Stoger never did a video other than to say it's not that good of a rifle. He just said it's a duty rifle. But from us having our exchanges with the Sons of Liberty people, they're not like that.
No,
like they're not ass kissers. They wouldn't go to. And I don't know the gun tuber universe. They wouldn't go to fucking. They're not the type of guys to go to fucking influencers and suck their cocks. It's not them.
Well, and Focus does admit that Sons never made these claims. His issue was with the fact that they promote the people that say these claims, because, again, it's on their own website. And that's what the controversy has devolved into now, and I think that part I don't care about that much.
That's fucking Walmart gay, dude.
Either way, yeah. So if anybody watching this believes that the contract Mark 1 for SOCOM has a barrel and bolt carrier that you're not getting, it's not true. The Armad barrel and the Armet 100 bolt carrier group is for the high car contract, which it has not been selected for. It is just one of the submissions for the high car contract. That's the super fast bullet, so they have to use a special bolt carrier and barrel to make sure it doesn't blow up or go smooth bore a few mags in. If it wins that contract, I'm 100% sure they'll probably release a more expensive Mark 1 with those features in it.
And you'll never get it.
Yeah, this is the Mark 1 is the Mark 1.
Episode 80. I am here with my homies and a very special guest, the Mike. How do you say your last name?
Maholsky.
Mike Maholsky of Sons of Liberty Gunworks.